It's the OCG Fam Show. Today we're talking about getting the most out of the bloom stage of your plant's life. Hey there! Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? How you doing? Let me know in the comments and we'll talk about it. So, we've been working for a bit now on this building the perfect regimen for you, for each one of us. So we have a regimen that works for all of us. And last episode we talked about what's an additive and what's the base of the line. Interesting with Scott is that not much of it's the base and pretty much all of it's the additive as far as when you get into the later products. So I thought that was interesting. You might go back and watch that episode if you didn't see it. But another thing interesting when we were talking there is he alluded to that you're quite likely going to run a pretty basic regimen at the start in some scenarios, and then as you get into bloom, start pushing into different things. So I wanted to talk about that as far as building your regimen is when you get into bloom, what are you going to push? Which additives are you going to use then? And we're going to get into those starting tomorrow, but today we're going to get into the ultimate bloom additive, Herculean Harvest. And we've talked about Herculean Harvest a lot, but we're going to be talking about today as it applies to the bloom cycle, and also pushing more of this by using Bloom Chaos. So watch the video. This is Scott talking about this. I think you'll find it interesting, and it'll also set the stage for going forward with a longer conversation about bloom.
So now, but it's getting into bloom time, and so we want to talk about how we can, if we really want to push, how we can kick it up a notch at bloom. I called you on the phone. You said these are probably basic bloom type things, so I'm hoping we can go through what they are and how they go. So Herculean Harvest and the Olympus Up, that's kind of the key to, that's bloom.
That is the bloom.
So why?
Well, I mean, it's the calcium phosphate in our line, it's the structure of all the flowers, it's the flavor, it's the oils. I mean, this is kind of our combo to make everything happen within the plant.
This is the key to the line to some extent.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, every watering, every feed, I mean, whatever you're doing, this is, we just know we go through bone meal. Everybody goes through the bone meal.
So ramping this up into bloom is what you do. Now, I don't have one here. I can go grab one.
What's that?
Bloom Chaos is going to facilitate that, correct?
It can. So if you're on it, if you're using it, great. This allows you to drive it higher and get more. If your budget doesn't allow for it, you don't want to.
Don't do it unless you're going to do more. Yeah, it's to get more of this in there.
To keep it simple, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons per gallon.
Right.
To accelerate it, to try to really push weight, trying to really drive this plant, put this in, then you can start really going like a 1 to 6 ratio. So if this is at a tablespoon, this is at 6. You're at 2, you're at 12. I mean, you ramp it up exponentially by that. So
cool. Okay.
Not needed, but if you need more to go in, then needed.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, what do you think of that? You find that interesting? I thought it was. Good for today with that. Tomorrow we start getting into some other things you might want to think about when you're getting into bloom. That's the show. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show. It's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.